Yo, what's up? How you doing, everyone? What's up? Thank God we are alive. This is Ruleboy Crypto. I am coming to you live from the eastern part of the world. And you know how I always do it. I come to you each and every time in the morning, the afternoon, or in the evening, just to make sure that everyone is up to date. Right now, my time is 9 p.m. So what's the time over there? All I want you to do is to smash the like button for me, subscribe, share this, and turn on the notification button so you always know whenever I'm coming live. And also, one more thing I want you to do is to share this content, because that's one way to say, hey, thank you, Ruleboy, for bringing free content for us. And one more thing I want you to know is that is a way of saying thank you. And that when you do that, you're supporting me, you're motivating me to do this more and more. So what you should do right now, you can also join us on Telegram, because some information comes to the Telegram even before it comes to YouTube. So what you need to do is to join the Telegram at Ruleboy Crypto Group on Telegram. Follow us on Twitter, because there are times when I post on Twitter without need coming to Facebook or YouTube. So follow on Twitter at Ruleboy Crypto. You can also follow me personally at RU_SHED. Okay, so just as you can see on my screen, I have a title: the best winners and losers of 2021 in the crypto industry. So who are the winners and who are the losers in the crypto industry in 2021? We are gonna see that. So what I also want you to know is that this is a new channel, and it's gonna become one of the best channels in the crypto space. So you just sit on top of me, stay on me, subscribe, and be with me, and we're gonna do this together, right? Good. So right now, let's go into the real D for the day. So the biggest winners and losers of 2021 in crypto industry. Who are these ones in 2021? We saw a whole lot happen. We saw so much happen. We saw the market coming down. We saw the market going up. People were crying. People were shouting, oh my goodness, crypto is a scam. Oh my big goodness. We saw this happening. We saw that happening. But look at where we are. We are strong. So we're going to take a look at those who were Okay, right there. Welcome back. So let's look into this project, right? So the biggest winners and losers of the crypto industry in 2021 are so the cryptocurrency and blockchain industry. What I'm just trying to do is I'm trying to bring a little bit of spicy for everyone out there. Let's have fun together. So this is just like a fun and also an education for everyone out there, right? It's gonna be a fun and at the same time to gain some education. So we're just gonna do a little bit of reading of them, and not everything we're gonna just read. So the cryptocurrency and blockchain industry experienced explosive growth in 2021. We're talking about that recently. So particularly in its decentralized finance and the non-fungible token sectors. We saw a whole massive gain in these two sectors in 2021. A whole lot really happened. We even saw stones selling at 3 million, 1.3 million, 69 million, all sort of things were happening in the crypto space, which is a whole lot for the space. So the year was also marked by continued price volatility, baffling behaviors from China and the rest of some part of the world, a grand experience in Central America, escalating institutional interest, and the rise. Do you know what really happened? Because the banning of crypto from China and other countries really brought in interest, really gave some institutional interest into the crypto industry, because that was really awesome to see them coming in because of the fraud, because people were seeing it as an opportunity to come in, because the ban people, because at that time when Bitcoin was skyrocketing, people were like, oh, this is high, it's oversold, and people were not coming in. So when the fraud came in pushing the price down, people were like, oh, this is the time to buy, so institutions were coming in and buying the dips and kind of buy. We even saw El Salvador also coming in, being one of the biggest news of 2021. So that was so much. So we're gonna look at a few of the lists. We might not read everything. Remember, this is just gonna be a fun. We're gonna have, and also at the same time educating ourselves in what's happening in the industry. So the first in the list is the Kazakhstan. So when the Chinese food started, when the ban Bitcoin, before now, Kazakhstan had only 1.4% in the Bitcoin sector in mining. So when China announces when they announces the Bitcoin mining ban, Kazakhstan took a spot in that, and they got 14, right? Am I right? They got 18.1% in the past, in just this year, which they never had that before. So which is a whole lot of opportunity. You see, when the food comes in, people see it as an opportunity. When the food comes in, people see it as an opportunity to ladder into project that countries reject, right? So we also saw Coinbase. Okay, let's just read a little bit of it. By July, mining operation. So when China effectively banned Bitcoin mining operation in May 2021, the Kazakhstan rushed in to fill the vacuum, so pitching displace miners and others on its cheap and plentiful coal supply. So many set up operations in the Central Asian country, including a top 5 crypto mining pool operated by the Bit miners. So we saw people seeing this as an opportunity to get into it, and they really tap in, and now we want them to stay at the top. So here, whether Kazakhstan will maintain its global share of BTC mining in 2022 gives given report of widespread power shortages in the country. So I just want this guy to just stay strong and even let them take more spots in the crypto space. So again, we saw Coinbase taking a whole lot of spot. Coinbase shooting up to 328.6 $1.28 with a market cap of 86 billion. So a stunning launch that invited comparison with Facebook and Airbnb's initial offering. So Coinbase Global, the largest cryptocurrency exchange in the US, became the first crypto company to list on the US stock exchange when it debuted on April. So we saw even the US were footing, but it didn't stop Coinbase from taking a spot, from starting strongly. So these are guys who really gave us courage to they really stood with us, and we really saw a victory in 2021. So it's a whole lot of victory that we had in 2021. So shout out to Coinbase there. Thanks so much and for standing. And also, if you have been on this channel, you know I've been talking about Solana. Solana is one of the biggest, and thanks to Solana took the spot even while Ethereum was trying to mess up. We saw Solana soaring higher and higher. So a tide of new smart contract enables network emerged on the scene in 2021. So the largest and fastest growing among them was Solana. So in the midst of other smart contract network that emerged in 2021, Solana was one of the best and one of the best. So with a super quick proof of stake network that claims to have clocked 50,000 transactions per transaction, 50,000 transactions per second. By comparison, so Ethereum only does about 30 transaction per second, which Solana gives it a hands down. So Solana really did so well in 2021. I saw people making millions of dollars in Solana alone. So that is so much. Solana is so beautiful. So it really made it to the list of top winners in 2021. So the next one is the El Salvador, the Nayib, the president, the El Salvador. I heard that he made he airdropped $30 worth of BTC to every adult in the country, which is so much, making everyone in the country to get used to Bitcoin. So this El Salvador really did well in 2021. They supported Bitcoin. They keep buying the dips. Even while it keep dipping, even while China keep footing and it keeps dipping, we saw El Salvador keeps buying the dip. They were not to a clear economic win for El Salvador people. But Bukele arguably through buying the dips brought some 21st century innovation and low start to a poor Central American whose economy is heavily dependent on remittances, so i.e. money sent. So we just want them to stay stronger. And I believe that Bitcoin has come to stay, and they have also come to stay. So the next one we saw is the Winkle Man, aka the Beeple. So this one we saw them supporting the non-fungible token, the NFT space. This is the first to sell a digital college, the first major auction house to offer a purely digital work with a unique NFT. It didn't even attach a price because no one knew how to value it. It was so much, no one knew how to value it. So the work every day, the first 500 days by a Mike Wilkelman, aka the people sold for 69.3 million. These are people who held the non-fungible token space, who brought so much interest in the non-fungible token space. They really brought in so much, so shout out to them. So the next one we're gonna look into is the Avalanche, the AVAX. If you have been on this channel, why AVAX before you go to the price it is right now? I've been calling AVAX at 50. I call AVAX at 40. Yes, I call AVAX at 45, and now AVAX has doubled up. So AVAX was another speedy smart contracts platform that shoot into the top 10. Yes, yesterday or 2 days ago it shoot to the top 10. So shout out to AVAX, shout out to AVAX, and this is just the beginning. I told everyone that AVAX is a competitor to Ethereum. AVAX is definitely gonna beat Ethereum in price value because AVAX has a whole lot to offer than Ethereum. It's just that Ethereum has been there before this one. So but in 2021 we saw AVAX really doing so well for us, and thanks to the AVAX. So the next one is the FTX. FTX did so well also, so shout out to the FTX. in 2021, Sam Buckman, right, was declared the richest person in crypto. So largely on the strength of his ownership stake in FTX, the cryptocurrency derivative exchange, which he found in 2019. So by the end of 2021, FTX had become the second largest crypto derivative exchange according to CoinGecko, so trading only Binance futures. So Masari called FTX the fastest growing company of all time. That is the level that FTX got to. So noting that Bankman-Fried had built a 25 billion enterprise in less than 3 years with fewer than 100 employees. This is so beautiful. When I was reading here, I was seeing the possibility of building Ruleboy crypto to become one of the best crypto platform in the whole space. Definitely we're going to build it. We just need time and your support to do that. We're going to become one of the best crypto platform in the space. So FTX closed a 900 million fund round in July that valued the exchange at 18 billion, up from 1.2 billion to 18 billion earlier. So with participation from SoftBank, Sequoia Capital, Coinbase Venture, Multicoin, Van Eek, ECK, and the Paul Turbo Jones family, among others. So in June, FTX acquired long-term naming rights to the Miami Heartbeat NBA basketball arena. So a whole lot came in, and partners came in, and they became one of the best. So FTX has not started running. I will put more strain into reviewing FTX for you guys so that we can also benefit from the goodies that is coming into the FTX. So the next one I want us to do is the OpenSea. Everyone know the OpenSea. The OpenSea also contributed so much, largely into the NFT space. They were charging 2.5 commission for each sales on its platform, and they had almost 79 million in revenue in August. So also the now through part of November, its revenues exceeded 235 million. So which is so much for OpenSea. So OpenSea is a marketplace for NFT, and they really did well in 2021, supporting the artists out there to sell their arts, which is so beautiful. So shout out to the OpenSea teams who brought this idea in 2021. It's so beautiful. Thanks to them out there. So the next one is the ProShare, the ETF. Everyone heard about the ETF while the ETF was rumoring everywhere. We saw what the ETF was doing and how the government were trying to regulate it. But no, the only thing is that no matter how, I think I learned something. When idea comes up and the government goes in to push the idea down, that is a gym. That is a gym. Oh, I love that. That is a gym. So whenever a government tries to push a project down that just come out, make sure that you join that project. Make sure you wait for the deep and ladder into that project, because we saw how they push XRP from nothing. XRP went to something, and XRP just starting. So ProShare ETF, this is, and now we are going to look into the losers of 2021. Who are the losers? Number one is China. China is one of the biggest losers. So we saw China in 2021 losing almost 50% of its Bitcoin shares. So which is so much. China were trying to push things down. We're trying to push things down. But we are here and we can go down. We can go down. And that, the beautiful thing is that when they feel like they're at the heart of Bitcoin, and they thought without them that the crypto space was going to go down. Hey, others saw that as an opportunity. So once they let go, others went straight up to embrace Bitcoin, and we even went more higher than we did when they were when they had larger shares of Bitcoin. So we even went higher. So that was a good one for them. Thanks to China for footing and for creating opportunity for other industries that came in. So China, number one loser in 2021. Let's see number two loser. So May to Deem. Everybody know about this when it's also rumored. So Facebook Libra stablecoin venture was announced in 2019 with great fanfare and a blue chip roster of partners, but the project was continuously delayed and its scope reduced. We don't really like that. We don't really like that. Just like the Ethereum 2.0, the delays are too much, and that's not what people want. So today, one doesn't hear too much about him, except perhaps with regards to departures. That's what we feel. So e.g. Dante Despair left for Cycle. Why more recently, David Marcus, and head of cryptocurrency activities, said he would also leave the company by the year's end. So this is really not good for this. So Facebook, rebranded as Meta, has been under fame from okay, let's just go in, because this is not, let's go into it. So under fame from US lawmakers for the influence it exerts over social media generally. So Facebook thinking that it has that much influence on the social media. So that's what they're trying to say. And its stablecoin project, once slated to debut in early 2021, may have been collateral damage. So there isn't much clarity in any events concerning the Facebook metaverse. Okay, today I saw a news. I'm gonna read the news, and I'll share with everyone about Facebook. I think, okay, that was that fact check. I think Facebook came up with the news. Okay, that being said, as the New York Times commented, the Libra cryptocurrency was eventually rebranded DIM, while the company's effort at the crypto wallet were called Novi. So the mismatch of names often has been confusing, even for company insiders. So changing names is not really like, hey, because of the influence they had, they were trying to push things up. Just I didn't really follow up that news because I wasn't interested with where that comes from them. So but that's just it. So they came in number 2, right? They came in number 2 losers in the space. So if you have anything you want me to look into, please feel free to share with me. I'll look into it and I'll give you my thoughts about it. So the next one is the Central Bank of Nigeria. We saw Central Bank of Nigeria trying to stop its people from trading from cryptocurrency, and they were saying that the crypto was are being used for money laundering and for funding and financial terrorism. So that's what they said, that they can trace how the crypto space runs. So because of that, they are going to ban it. But them banning the crypto did not stop its people from really trading the crypto, because the people, even at the time of banning, we saw not only did crypto survive, but by August, Nigeria had the world's second largest market for peer-to-peer Bitcoin trading. At the time when the Nigerian government banned crypto, its people even traded higher at that period of time. So that's to show you that these guys, they don't care what the government says. They don't care what the government says, and I love that. So shout out to the Nigerian guys out there. Shout out to the Nigerian crypto traders out there, and you guys are the best. So the number 4th here that we are seeing is the VG grifts. So let's just take a little bit of read from this one. There was a time when VG grift was something of a cause celebrated in the crypto world. So the former Ethereum developer and US citizen traveled to North Korea in early 2019 to attend a cryptocurrency conference. Okay, so in November of that year, remember that year 2019, right? He was arrested in Los Angeles for violating US sanctioned law. And this is what he said. I don't think what VG did gave the RPK any kind of real help in doing anything bad. He delivered a presentation based on publicly available info about open source software, declared Ethereum co-founder Vitalik around that time. So in September 2021, just before his criminal trials was to begin, Grifty pleaded guilty to conspiring to violate US law by traveling to North Korea to give a presentation on how to use blockchain technology to launder money and evade evade sanctions. You see, so he pleaded guilty for this. So the Wall Street Journal reported he could face up to 6.5 years in prison as part of the plea deal. It was unclear what caused him to change his plea. So he pleaded guilty for this. After everything that's happened, he had to change his plea that he's guilty. So that is one of the losers in 2021, and one of the biggest loser of 2021, everyone knows about this, is the Titan, the Ion Finance. The Ion Finance was really doing well from from $1, was it here, to $60 in just few weeks. And before we know it, in less than an hour, it went to 0.002 cents. It became a meme coin, and everybody's shouting. We saw Mark Cuban who called for regulations to determine what a stable coin is and what collateralization is acceptable. And Titan, I think I went back to buy the deep of the meme coin. Now Titan is now a meme coin. Who knows when, if it's gonna ride? It has more supply now than it was when it was going up. So that's that. We've seen the top winners. Let's just take it by order again. The top winners. So number one top winner, shout out to Kazakhstan, the Kazakhstan who took over the opportunity in the mining space. Shout out to Coinbase who opened our Bitcoin, one of the largest cryptocurrency exchange in the US. And shout out to Solana, one of the best smart contract network in the crypto space. And shout out to El Salvador for accepting Bitcoin in 2021. And shout out to Winkleman, aka Beeple, for his NFT sales in 2021, one of the best. And shout out to Avax, one of the speedy smart contract network in 2021 that is about to beat Ethereum. Also shout out to FTX for its amazing idea on its amazing catapulting from nothing to something. And shout out to OpenSea for giving the artists opportunity to sell their artworks, their ideas, their skills in the marketplace. And shout out to the ETFs. We did it well. No matter what the governments are trying to do, we ain't going nowhere. And now here are the losers. Shout out to China for giving opportunity to others to get into the crypto space. And to the D, we don't really know what to say about you, but shout out to you for telling us it's not good to go down. It's not good not to be updating our community. So shout out to Nigeria for trying to ban Bitcoin, and its citizen even traded more than before. And also shout out to Vigil Grift, and also shout out to Ion Finance for becoming the top one loser in 2021. So that's that information for today. That's the top losers and the top winners and the top losers of 2021. So one of the projects you should be looking at is the FTX, Avax, and Solana. These are three major projects from these that you should be looking out, because a whole lot of news is still coming in. So if you are new on this channel, please kindly support the channel by smashing the like button. Kindly support the channel by subscribing and turning the notification button. Kindly support the channel by sharing this video to your contact list. And we are just starting. You can join us on Telegram at Ruleboy Crypto Group on Telegram. You can also join us on Twitter at Ruleboy Crypto. On Twitter, you can also follow me personally on Twitter at @RU_SHED. I always come here live to give you update, to tell you what's happening. Very soon I'm gonna fix a date. I'm gonna fix time when I'll be coming live. But now, because I'm building, I'm just trying to come live whenever a show is on. Whenever there is a quick update, I'm trying to come live to keep everyone updated. So soon we'll be keeping to time, and yes, I want you to keep motivating me. So thanks guys for hanging out with me. Thanks guys for hanging out with me. I'm so grateful that you all are here to hang out with me. I still remember Ruleboy, your favorite crypto boy in the space. I love you and stay safe out there. Also trade safely out there.